we want to consider this whole concept of stewardship. And I know you have learned a lot of things over the days, and you're also going to learn a number of things in days to come. And as we have just read this morning, in the beginning, God created the earth and the heaven and everything that is in it. So everything belongs to God because it is God who created. But as we read in Psalms 24, 1 and 2, because it belongs to God, we are only stewards. And when you're a steward, what you have doesn't belong to you. And God has endowed us with a lot of things which we need to steward. And so I know God has given us time, given us all equal time, 24 hours a day. And I know you've been taught about being stewards of time. We have been given a body, and Paul has told us that the body is the temple of the Lord. And I know you've been taught, and you continue to be taught how to take care of the body. We have been taught many things about the soul, about the heart, about the environment. And I know as Kenyans, hapo tunaanguka sana. Things don't work well. My wife will tell you, I'm very strict with what they do while we're in the car. You cannot throw banana peels out of my car. And if you do, I'll stop so that you pick it. Because we have been asked to take care of the environment, isn't it? So you carry it until where there's a dustbin, that is where we are going to dispose it. Now, I know you've been taught how to take care of that. You've been taught how to take care of your profession. You've been taught how to take care of your children because you are stewards. And thank you to those who got the children baptized here. And I actually remember I'm also baptized. You know, when I say to people, I am Wahome Ngare, they actually assume I'm not baptized. No, I am. For the avoidance of doubt, my baptism name is Joseph. My mother picked a good name. I did not get to ask her which Joseph, because I know there are a couple of Joseph, isn't it? So I didn't ask which one. The only good thing, I know only the good Josephs. I don't know a bad one. So I must be one of the good ones. And as we think about all these things about being stewards, because God has created them, everything, and they have given us, when you think about a steward, you're thinking about somebody who is taking care of somebody else's property or somebody else's things. When you give your money to the banker, when you give your money to the teller, they are stewards. They cannot use it for themselves. They can only use it for you. They may be controlling a lot of money, but they must always be able to use it. Like I'm saying, my name is Joseph, and I see Joseph, who is a very good example of a steward. I'm talking about Joseph, the son of Jacob. Joseph was sold by his brothers to the Egyptians to be a slave. And he went to Egypt, and when he went to Egypt, surely he did not have anything. Because when you're a steward, what you have is not yours. But when he went there as a slave, he got to serve Potiphar. He got to serve the Pharaoh. And we know when he was working at Potiphar's house, he was actually put in charge of everything. And so he was put in charge of everything, and he did take good care. When he was working for the Pharaoh, he was actually made a prime minister to take care of the nation. But Joseph teaches us a lesson. You can enjoy the things that you're taking care of. You can actually have influence over the things that you're taking off, but there are limits. We must keep away from Potiphar's wife. That is the limit. So when you're a steward, you must ask, where is the limit for me? Because the job of a steward is all about faithfulness. We have to be faithful with all the things that we have been given. But even as we are faithful, I want us to remember we are here for a season. I think in Psalms 139 and verse 16, we are told our days are numbered. God knew us before we were formed in our mother's womb. And because our days are numbered, then it means we are only here for a season. And so we just like campers. Campers are people who set up a tent for a given purpose. And I know we all have set tents for different things. You've gone to school for a visiting day, and they set a tent for you. We have had Mambolezi, we have sent a tent for us. There are people who come in as refugees, and we've seen the tent set up in Kakuma, the ones set in Dadaab, and places like that. As we talk about stewardship, We are being stewards, but we are in motion. We are moving because we will not be here for long. So when I talk about stewardship, I am talking about camp craft. Camp craft, the things you do while you are at the camp. We don't know how long we are going to live in this place, but we know we are there. And so because we talked about the other resources, why don't we look at money? Because when we talk about finances, we have to think about money. And when we think about money, if you look up your screen, you are going to see the money I'm talking about. Hiyo ni pesa kidogo ama ni pesa mingi? Are there people who don't understand Swahili here? I bet we are all Kenyans, don't we? Hiyo ni pesa kidogo ama ni pesa mingi? Is there anybody in this place without any money in their pocket? Okay, I hear silence because I know everybody now. I'm going to be like the con guys of Nairobi. They always say, mutu aweke pesa vizuri. So when you touch where there is, they can actually tell where it is, so they can organize to take it away. I have no intention of taking away your money. But we all have money. And because we want to discuss money, we know money for being different things. Money is an enabler. It enables us to do many things. Money is a catalyst. We say money is the currency of life. Money is actually legal tender. But I want to ask a question. Is money evil? Is money evil? Okay, and I'm happy to hear money is not evil. So we have every reason to talk about money that is not evil. If you think there's something evil about money, this is what it is. In 1 Timothy and verse 6 and 10, it is very clear. It is the love of money that is the root of all kinds of evil, because it causes us a craving which makes us to wander away from the faith. This is what gets young men who've been tutored very well at the university to actually dig a tunnel to find their way into the bank. This is what is getting us as Kenyans to do things that are not imaginable. You're actually selling sugar that has mercury to make money. Are those things happening? Have we had people who have sold air to NYS and they've gotten paid? And you know we are always good pointing them out there. Are they here with us? Are they here with us? I don't know. But we are very clear. The wages of sin is death. The wages of sin is death. We have been told not to bear false witness. Even as we are talking about stewardship, we are being stewards in a godly way. We will be stewards in a godly way. And in the wisdom of Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 19, says something very interesting. That a feast is made for laughter. Wine makes life merry. Money answers everything. Money is what we need to do the things that we have to do. Money is what we need to pay our rent. Is that true? Money is what we need to pay school fees. Money is what we need to actually be able to provide for our children. But as we do that, we do not want to be like the rich fool. We find him in Luke 12. He has had a bumper harvest, and he says to himself, I'll take life easy. I will build my barns, I'll make them big, I will expand them, I'll store everything. So life is going to be easy. I will eat, I'll drink, and make money. And what does God tell the fool? You fool. This night, I'll take your life. And that's why I said we are transitioned. As we do those things, let's remember we are on a journey. We have somewhere that we are going. But I also take courage that God has shown us many examples of people who are very faithful but very endowed. I'll mention a few. Was Abraham poor or wealthy? Jacob? Isaac? Are those not the fathers of our faith? Lot? Was he? Yes, if Lot was an old man living in Kikuyu, I can tell you in today Kenya shilling terms, he'll be valued something close to 15 billion shillings. Is that a poor person? No. David? Was he poor? Paul? And we can meet many examples, including a good lady called Phoebe. Phoebe is the lady who was sent by Paul to take his letter to the Romans. And she was actually a businesswoman, like the many of us who are in business, who go to China, who go to Dubai, who go to Kampala. So she was a rich person. And so poverty is not from God. God has said, I'll bless you, and I'll bless the work of your hands so that you have plenty. So poverty is not from God. As we go through our journey, and we are all on a journey, we have agreed on a journey, this journey will involve a lot of money issues. And this journey is long, and I want to ask my friend to put on that slide. I don't know where you are on that journey. Can you see yourself? We are moving on different floors. Kuna watu wa ground floor, as below 10. Kuna watu wa first floor, below 20. Kuna watu wa second floor in your 20s. Third floor, wewe umefika ghorofa gani? And you know watu wa 10th floor wanaonaga mbali, si ndio? Si wako juu zaidi. So wherever you are, there are issues that we need to deal with. Every decade has financial issues. And it doesn't matter whether you are male or female. We all have to go to the same journey. I'm sure everybody can see themselves. And God is gracious. He divides this journey in 3 phases. The first phase is called childhood. And in childhood, life is good because somebody has to provide for you. When you're a child and you're actually in your first 10 years, all you master is 2 words: I want. That's all you master. In whatever language, nataka, ededa, that's all you master. Whether it means you throw a tantrum, it's going to be done. When you come in your second decade, now you realize you saying you want all the time does not work. So you blame the teacher. Mwalimu alisema. In fact, in this country, there is statistics. Research has been shown. And sometimes we get ashamed as Christians when we know we're in that bracket. That majority of us do not work 2 hours a day. There's a disease in this country, it's called laziness. Resting before you work. In fact, if you drive around this country by 9, people are seated. When did they work? And they'll be seated the whole day. And men, it could be school early. We are the biggest victims here. Wazee tunakaa kwa mtaa na tunajua sio wale wako hapa, the ones who are not here. So when you go home, tell the men. Somebody say your laziness, your men, it is driving us the wrong side. So as employees, we make money and we have to be faithful. But as we are big employees, we can also be able to nurture our talent, our skills, and we go to self-employment, where we can work for ourselves. Because God has given us 24 hours, just being an employee for 8 hours is not enough. You must ask yourself, what is this extra talent I have that I'm accounted for, that I can actually be able to generate money? And it does not have to be complicated. It can be an opportunity, it can be a challenge. Let me tell you my challenge, a talent that I've converted into money. I told you it took me 4 years to convince Consolata to sign the line. Now, it took a lot of writing. In my days, we used to write letters. And I know there are many here who wrote letters. And I was actually a very good letter writer. I wrote them so well, she actually kept her copies. And she had shown her son. Your father knew how to make this time. He wrote nice. I was so good in writing that in school, actually my other friends would come to me so that I help them to write. And when they actually get a response, that's a success. They pay me with bread. See, I started as a consultant a long time back. Now I know I have a talent of writing. And in my other life, I have written for many magazines, for many newspapers, because I know how to write. I have used that talent, but when I write, I get paid. So do you have a talent? Do you have a skill? Do you have an opportunity? I don't want you to be contented just being an employee. I want you to spend time also when you have time to save, become self-employed. That's how we are going to create jobs. So that along the way, your self-employment can grow into a bigger business. And in a bigger business, an enterprise, now you are going to use the time and talent of others to make money. While you are seated here, others are making money for you. Is that a good thing to do? Yes. I am saying, save money, buy the Uber, hire a young person to be transporting people on the road. He will be making money for you, making money for himself, and making money for God. Now, we want to stop this madness of our young people, where businesses, don't run one branch and be contented. If you have a branch in Kikuyu, try out one in Rimuru. Try out one in Togoto. And we're going to hire more around people. If you're a young person, don't wait, volunteer. That's your way to employment. Look for somebody who's doing something, go and do something for them. The money we are going to make there, now we are going to put it in savings and investments. Investments is anywhere where you send your money to go and work for you. Anywhere where you send your money to go and work for you. Send your money to the circle. At the end of the year, to give you a dividend check. So we need to put money into investment, all those places, so that now we can be able to conquer and have dominion. That's how we have dominion. And for us to be able to do that, we need to have goals, we need to have a vision, so that we can be able to run fast. As a steward, you cannot be a good steward if you don't plan ahead. So we need to plan ahead, and I want us to look at goals very fast. And I know you plan, we've been asked to plan. So this country has goals that we call a vision, Vision 2030. Our leaders are saying that the year 2030, this country will be a middle-income economy where people will have a good quality of life. And I think people in Kikuyu, you're witnesses to that. This highway here has made life very safe for a lot of us. True or not true? When I leave my house and I have to go to the airport, now I don't need 3 hours. 30 minutes is adequate. If my friend in Karen says, I want you to come and do something, I know 20 minutes will do for me. Now, those are the things the government is doing. But as good stewards, there are those things the government will not do for us. And one of the things, as we are doing our planning, we need to look at different time frames of planning. So when you're planning, think about the short period, 1 year, 2018, and think about the things you want to accomplish within this year, so that you don't only focus on the things to do this year. I'm looking at things that are easy to do, things that will not take up a lot of effort and time. If you decided to equip your house as a good steward, you want furniture, you want electronics so that you can watch the World Cup comfortably, clothing for the family, household items, you want to take holiday, you want to go to take your children to a college, or you want to clear your debt. Those are called short-term goals. And those ones we are going to achieve in the long time, within the 1 year. But as we plan for those, let's remember the medium term. What's going to take us maybe 1 year to 5 years? You want to buy a plot. I know that people in this congregation are people who buy a plot. Is that true or not true? Yes, this is what work a plot. You see, wherever it is, and there is nothing wrong with that. We need also have dominion. If you find your plot in Isiolo, where you go? If you find yours in Isebania, where you go? That's how it is to take dominion. Let's go there. We might want to buy a car. We might want to do a foreign travel. I know many people want to go to Israel. Yes, it's good to take a trip to the Holy Land. Changes your faith, makes you more firm. There are people who want to go back to college, take a degree, take a diploma. We need to plan. As good stewards, we want to plan. If you want to start a business, if you want to put a down payment for mortgage, those are 5 years to be there. But in the long run, there are things that cost us a lot of money. And so we need proper planning for this one. Because it will take us 5 years to sometimes up to a lifetime. If you want to raise money for our children, for school fees, for college fees, it is going to take us a while, and I'll talk about that. If you take out a mortgage, it will take you time. If you want to finance your retirement, it is going to take you time. And it is important that we focus on this. It is necessary, if you can, that you have a place to call home. It gives you stability, it gives you belonging. People will have, your children will grow knowing this is home. The challenge is we have to start as tenants, but one day we have to own the home. And the reason I'm saying this, if you started out as a tenant age 25, and God grants you life to live like my old grandma, and you don't have a place to call home, from 25 to 107, how many years are those? That is 25 to 100. 75 years. Can you imagine paying rent for 75 years? It's a difficult thing, isn't it? But for us to own a place, we need to plan for that. And we need to be good stewards to have a good home. It is necessary. But as we are doing that, we must also plan for our children. Children are gifts from God. We need to be good stewards. We need to give them a good education. And we've been told in Proverbs 13:22, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but a sinner's wealth is laid up for the righteousness. If you want to leave an inheritance for your children's children, education is one of the sure ways of doing it. But in this country, education is expensive. The education environment is very competitive. Your child has told you they want to become a doctor. Let me help you. It's costing about 3 million shillings to train a doctor. Now, the child is only 2 years or 3 years. Now, they are not going to go to the school of medicine. They will go 15 years from now. What do you think the cost will be? Don't give up on the dreams of their children. They are valid. But we must be good stewards. We must start planning for that. That is why we have many vehicles to use. You can actually buy property. You can buy insurance. You can have a unit trust. There are many things to do. We need to prepare. But like I said, as we prepare for those, we also need to take care of our retirement. We need to take care of our retirement so that when we get in there, we are not going to be dependent on others. And we also need to take only once in a while, take a break. Purpose to take a break. We are so busy. Every time you want people to do something, they are busy. We need time to relax. We need time to plan ahead. But more importantly, we need time to bond. You wake up in the morning, you leave your children asleep. You come in the evening, they are asleep. When did you last look at them in the eye? Not necessarily to tell you whether the years are yours, but at least look at them. We need time to bond, isn't it? Now, I know we are short of time. We cannot be able to go into all these things. But the last thing I need to say, you need to know your numbers. We need to take care of the income as good stewards. How much money are you making every month? There is money that comes in as salary, there is commission, there is allowance, there is whatever it is. Money comes cash, leaves in cash. Money comes and goes up, leaves in cash. If you want to take care of your resources, financial resources, you need to have a good record what they are. I was brought up on the farm, and one of the rules I was taught, when you drive sheep in the morning, you count them. When they come back in the evening, you count them. That is necessary for us as good stewards. The second thing, you need to know where the money is going. Where has your money been going? The money you put in your wallet on Friday, you say, thank God it's eat. Where is it today? Are you accountable? Can you start with the family and say it is there? The money is available or not available? Where did it go? I want to train you in something that works. Get into the habit of capturing your expenses every day. And you'll be surprised what is happening to your money. And once you are aware, some things will change. And change you. Like buying things on impulse. You know the shoes that call you by name? The dresses that call you? We will be able to change those things. We will have savings. Now, you know, we will pay the power on time so that we do not charge us the collection fee, but because that is waste, we will minimize the waste. And once we are being accountable, we are taking care of the bill, then we can actually be able to do many other things. We can actually be able to do our investments. We can take care of the resources that we have been given. We have been told this money we've been given does not belong to us. It belongs to our maker. We are stewards. And when the baker comes back, like John the Revelator tells us, there is a record of account. And when the judge needs to actually use fewer words to say, here it is, and it has multiplied. Because everything comes to him, and I think all we need to do is to have a prayer like King David. David prayed to God, and he said, and this is my finishing point, David said to God, and this you can get in Proverbs 30, 8:10, give me enough, Lord, so that I will not be in want. I will not dishonor your name by being poor and stealing. But please, give me, I'm paraphrasing, give me my daily bread. Do not put me in poverty. Give me enough so that I will have the time to praise you. And we know David was a great singer to the Lord, and he has written many things to tell us. So as we finish, I want to say, let's be like King David. Let's go out and take dominion. Remember, we are transition, we are moving. But even as we are doing that, let us remember, by the end of the day, we will account because we are stewards. We can enjoy listening so that we can be able to learn more. One of the challenges we have in this country is a lot of time we do not indulge in learning. We need to learn more so that we can be well fast, we can be stronger, and we can learn things. I want to finish here in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let us pray. Everlasting Father, thank you for speaking to us. That you created this world and you created everything in it. And we are all the stewards. Help us, Father, to be able to be good stewards. That when you come, we will have a good account of what we have done and what you have entrusted us. Give us enough so that we are